So we got this Champion generator from a buddy of mine who was moving to Florida. Didn't need it. He bought it in 2013, never used it. It's 2026 now. I want to see if we can get it to run. Poured oil in it. Never had any oil in it before. And fresh ethanol 3 gas. And cleaned it up a little bit. It's been stored outside under cover, so it's a little bit of surface rust on the frame down there. We'll put some touch-up paint on it. Got it chained up so nobody can steal it. This is the model number. Yeah, should run the furnace. And it's a 3,500 watt, 4,000 watt peak, so that should be pretty good. Ready to start this generator up. There's a choke there. Plastic thing. Probably can't see it, but move it there to start it. As soon as it starts, move it right over to run. So let's pull it over. Let's see if we can start this thing. Well, helps if you turn the switch on. So we did run it for an hour to break it in. Originally it did make power, but then when I turned it on after that hour running, it doesn't make power anymore. So I don't know what's wrong with it. Let's take a look. To get to the brushes, I'll take this cover off, 2 screws. Take this screw and metal plate off to access the brushes. Look at that, it looks like we got a stuck brush on this generator. That's probably why it's not making any power. It's low hours. Why it's stuck in there. It was working. See how it's shiny? Let's try to get that unstuck and we'll put it back in and I bet you it'll start working. I tried to get the brush unstuck. I did. See, that one's got spring tension. That one does not. Look at it. And it's pushing this thing out of the end. The brush holder's shot. Okay, we got to get a new one of those. No big deal. They're pretty cheap. So we got some new sets of brushes off Amazon. Got 5 of them for $7. So can't beat that. If you look, they got good spring action. So let's get that changed. The old one just plugs on. We took the bolt and the retainer out. And just switch these wires. Got to keep note of which wire is which because it is polarized. Red on the left, white on the right. So after plugging the wires in the new set of brushes, we can put it in there, and then after you get it in place, now let's see. Gotta push it down against spring tension like that, and then that metal cover covers this. That hole just goes over that pin and the screw goes in that left side. So there's the metal cover, an 8mm bolt, and brushes are set down there. So we just have to move these wires back around where they were originally. Put this back in there. Put these bolts back in here so I wouldn't lose them. It's always a good practice if you're taking something apart, it'll be apart for a while. So we'll put the cover back on. It goes on this way so that any rain will be shed off. If you put it on the other way, it would just act as scoops when it rains. So make sure you get that right. All right, let's get that bolted on. These are 7mm bolts. The bolt inside was 8mm. Some of the things I read said these can be 7 or 8, so just use whatever fits. Here's the kitties. Don't appear very interested in what's going on. Okay, let's test this generator out. Let's see, first thing we have to do, push this plastic lever towards choke. Don't forget to turn the gas on. And we'll pull the string and see if it starts up. Oh, forgot to turn the switch on. There we go. Contact. Alright, let's test it by plugging something in. Hey, look at that. Makes power. So check out this link if you want to see how I use this generator to power my furnace and all the rewiring I did on the furnace to make that happen. As always, thanks for watching, folks. I'm John. This has been Out of Order Garage. Thanks for tuning in.